A terrifying journey through the darkest myths that might be more real than you think. Chapter 1. The Smiling Man. It was past midnight when Alex walked home alone. The streets were empty, silent except for the distant hum of streetlights flickering. That's when he saw him. A man in a suit, standing under a broken street lamp. He was tall, unnaturally thin, his face frozen in a wide, eerie grin. He didn't blink. He didn't move. At first, Alex thought he was just another drunk, but then the man started walking toward him. Not normally. His steps were exaggerated, unnatural, almost like a dance. His arms swung too widely, his head tilted too far. And worst of all, he never stopped smiling. Alex turned and walked faster. The footsteps behind him grew louder. He broke into a run, heart pounding, but the footsteps matched his pace. Never running, never slowing down, just the steady, eerie tap, tap, tap of shoes against concrete. When he reached his apartment, he slammed the door shut, gasping for breath. Silence. He peeked through the peephole. The hallway was empty, but just as he sighed in relief, a voice whispered behind him, "Why are you running?" Chapter 2. The Black-Eyed Children. Lena was driving home late one evening when she noticed two figures standing by the side of the road, a boy and a girl, around 10 years old. They didn't wave for help. They just stood there, staring at her car. Something about them felt wrong. Still, she pulled over. "Are you lost?" she asked. The boy spoke first. His voice was flat, emotionless. "Boy, we need a ride." Lena hesitated. Then the girl lifted her head and Lena saw their eyes. Pitch black. No whites, no pupils. A sickening wave of dread washed over her. Something inside her screamed, "Do not let them in." She mumbled an excuse, fumbling to roll up her window. The boy's expression darkened. "Boy, we can't come in unless you invite us." Lena slammed the gas pedal. In her rearview mirror, she saw them standing there, watching and smiling. Chapter 3. The Mirror Game. Samantha had always been skeptical of ghost stories, so when her friends dared her to play the mirror game, she laughed. The rules were simple. Stand in front of a mirror at 3 a.m. Hold a candle. Do not break eye contact. Do not say a word. She stood before the mirror, candlelight flickering. Minutes passed, nothing happened. Then her reflection blinked. She hadn't. Her breath hitched. The reflection smiled, but she hadn't moved. Then it stepped forward. Samantha screamed and turned away, only to crash into something solid. A cold hand wrapped around her wrist. She never saw what pulled her in. But the next morning, when her friends entered the bathroom, the mirror was cracked, and her reflection was still there. Chapter 4. The Man in Your Closet. Ava had always felt uneasy in her apartment at night. It was the closet. Sometimes, she swore she heard breathing coming from inside. One night, fed up, she decided to prove to herself that nothing was there. She flung the closet door open. Empty. She laughed at herself and turned back to bed, only to see the closet door slowly creak shut on its own. She barely had time to scream before a cold hand covered her mouth. No one ever saw Ava again. But the next tenant? He started hearing breathing too, and sometimes, he swore he saw the closet door open just a little wider at night. These are just stories, urban legends. But then again, every legend starts with a hint of truth. So the next time you're alone at night, feeling like something is watching you, just remember, some stories aren't just stories, and some nightmares are waiting for you to wake up. Thank you for watching.